Welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about ID Invaded episode 8. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 8 of ID Invaded was pretty much a big setup, setting the whole plot point of Momoki being framed for being John Walker. Remember last episode, they found that body inside his house with the John Walker clothes that he always wears inside the wells. And pretty much they sent, what's his name, Fukada? Is that his name, Fukuda? They sent him into the well because Handamoshi, remember, if she was inside Sakaido's well and she went inside like another well, like she went into like a well within a well. And in this episode, they sent Fukuda in to Momoki's well. They're thinking if Sakaido has one of those machines that can go into the well, maybe Momoki has another one, because I guess since they worked with this machine for so long, that's the whole theory behind it. And what they're looking for is, there's a lady named Kiki Saukai, and she was pretty much the last victim, or was in the progress of being the last victim of the Challenger murderer. Now, the Challenger murderer was the one that killed Sakaido's daughter, and he would just hurt these people and then pretty much fight them to the death. But since their organs and their head, and they were just, you know, torn to pieces, they really never stood a chance. And it turns out that when Sakaido went to the Challenger's house to murder him, because he just went over there to murder the F out of him, there was a victim in there, and her name was Kiki Saukai. And they think there's a connection, right? Because even though she was suicidal and she was admitted to the hospital so many times, she was saved from the Challenger. And then later on, there was like a group of nurses that they called it like the coma incident, where a bunch of nurses kind of fainted all at the same time. And on top of that, this Kiki person pretty much disappeared, and they haven't seen her ever since. Now, that's a big mystery, right? Because we don't know exactly what the connection between Kiki, Sakaido, and Momoki are, right? But there has to be a connection, because inside Momoki's well, they saw the machine was connected to Kiki's well. And now, of course, we know if they can go inside somebody's well, that means there had to be some brain or murder particles that had to be gathered. So Kiki might have, you know, turned into a murderer, and maybe Momoki and Sakaido know about it, and they're protecting her because she was like the Challenger's last victim, and they know she's messed up. We don't know. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out. This episode, even though I enjoyed it because I do like this anime, I don't think it actually progressed the whole story that much. I think it's pretty much at the same point that it was last episode. Like, if you were to take this episode away, there really wouldn't be any changes, right? We still don't know why Momoki is being framed, or who framed them, or anything like that. We didn't find anything new really in this episode. Like, we know they're using Fukada, the guy that's, you know, he drills holes into people's head. They pretty much sent him and Sakaido inside Momoki's well. And now this is the first time they ever done this, so we don't know if there's going to be any glitches, which it turns out is very good. But right off the bat, we see that Sakaido is taking lead, right? Like, he's on a whole nother level, like I've always said in all my videos regarding ID Invaded. Whenever it comes to Sakaido, even though Handamoshi is good, and she was able to figure out, like, what's his name, Sakaido's well, with the thunder and the numbers and all that, you know, she's good. But Sakaido, again, I think it's on a different level, because Fukada, when he went into Sakaido's well, he didn't do too well. I think he died like 7 times, so some number like that, and he only made it up to like 10 minutes. So, you know, he's good, but he's not Sakaido good. But both of them are inside this well, and it's like a big desert. And they find Kaeru, she's pretty much dead, like she's always been. And I guess they're missing watches, and they're looking for this person so they just call him the watch thief. And they find him. He pretty much died in quicksand, but his body was all eaten up. So I think it was the falcon that did it, or the eagle, or whatever you want to call that bird. I think that's the one that ate the body up, or maybe it was something else. We don't know. Again, this episode we really didn't have a lot of build up regarding the plot. Now I think it definitely moved it forward when it comes to like the next episode, because we see that they went inside Kiki's little well, and we don't know what they're gonna find in there. Momoki is freaking out, okay, because he's telling them, "Oh look, they should not be in my well. It's a trap and all that." So I think they know something. I think Momoki, Sakaido, both of them together, I think they got something connected to this Kiki person, and I think the next episode is gonna be the one where we find out like the whole connection. Now I don't think John Walker is actually gonna be revealed. That would be insane if it's revealed in the next episode, but it could happen because we only have, I think, this season of ID Invaded being an original anime, right? It doesn't have a manga or anything like that. I think it's set out to be 13 episodes, and we're on episode 8. So that leaves us, what, 5 episodes or something like that for it to be completed. So unless they plan on continuing the anime, which I think they should. I love this anime, and I think a lot of people are behind it to where it has that fan base growing, and they could make some money off of it. Because at the end of the day, it is a business. They're gonna want to make money. But I really hope the anime comes back for season 2, because I think the final plot twist, the final reveal of who John Walker is gonna be huge. And I got a feeling now that that's when they're gonna end the season. But if it's episode 12 or 13, I'm not quite sure. Usually it's 12, but they might be going for 13. Who knows? I might have to look it up later. But I know it's not getting 25 episodes. I know it's in the 12 to 13 range. If they end it with John Walker being revealed, and it's like somebody crazy, like, what if it's Sakaido? What if it's like Sakaido's alter ego or something like that? That would be insane. Like if he has double personality. Once they reveal who this person is, I think they're not going to take him down. I think he's going to be the main antagonist for this anime for a long, long time. And, this person, he is amazing. They don't know who he is. He has some connection to the machine that they're all using. So he's somewhere in the top. Like I think they were right when they were guessing that it's somebody from the inside. Like somebody from inside the whole police force. And I think they're right. It has to be somebody from in there. And on top of that, it has to be somebody maybe from within the group, right? And I don't think it's going to be one of those secondary characters because, come on, we haven't gotten a lot of like connection with them. So even if it was one of them, we wouldn't get that impact of like, oh, it was this person. I could see it being like Honda Moshi, like if she was the one that was doing it, would you imagine? Because we've seen a lot of time, we spent a lot of time with her. She's done some amazing things. We know she's smart. So what if she was John Walker? She's, controlling everything behind the scenes. That would be a big plot twist. That would be a big impact because we're connected to this character. A lot of people probably like this character and wouldn't see this twist coming. Or it could be the older guy that was recommending Honda Moshi to be, a detective that goes inside the well and tries to figure out all this murder. Because who suspect that guy of being John Walker? Nobody does, right? He's an old guy. He's going after murderers, and every time we see him, he hates Sakaido because he went and took justice into his own hands. So from him, like kind of portraying his character the way he is, we wouldn't see that coming from him. I mean, I think it's going to be a big one. I can't wait. Episode 9 and on are going to be fire. I think the last couple episodes are going to be going like 0 to 100 real quick. I'm excited. I can't wait. But like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. I liked it. I hope you liked it. So go ahead and leave me a like. Go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you on the next episode.